Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here, Legends in BT6 inside of Early Access. Now clicking on the first thing we see is Rogue Legends is a rogue-like adventure across a huge variety of bloon-infested maps. Build your monkey party and make strategic reward choices at key steps to advance, win and buy artifacts to boost your party's power and defeat the boss. Let's send it. Now it looks like when you first get in here, there's three options. You got Legends, you got Campaign, and you got Practice, and there's actually artifacts in the bottom right. So these are the artifacts I currently have. Now the first permanent artifact I have is Bouncing Projectiles Legendary. All projectiles will bounce off blocking objects, and projectiles travel 40% farther, so that's actually pretty impressive. Ceramic Chunker Rare. Primary Monkeys deal 3 bonus damage to ceramic balloons. Frosted Tips Common. Dart Monkeys pierce and range increase 15%, and Projectile apply permafrost, slowing balloons by 50%. Adds 110 Dart Monkey to your party. Okay. Spirit of Adventure Rare. Hero end of round XP increase 60% and hero attack speed increase 10%. Non-hero monkeys attack speed reduce 10%. So one thing I'm curious about these artifacts is if you can equip and unequip them, because some of these artifacts could technically hurt you. Like this one, for example, non-hero monkey's attack speed is reduced, but your hero is stronger. So this one could actually be detrimental. Well, first of all, before we actually dive into the campaign and see what's going on here, make sure to use code MAHALICPOPS in the BT6 item shop if you are going to purchase the Rogue Legends DLC or do anything here. It's an easy way to support me. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Hop right into the campaign. Starter Party. Lock in your party for this rogue campaign. So currently I've got a crossbow, a hot shots boomerang, and splody darts common. Dart Monkeys projectiles explode when they expire, dealing 1+ damage. And I can equip 3 permanent artifacts. Let's do that. Well, I definitely want the bouncing projectiles. I feel like that one's super OP. We'll add the ceramic chunker in here as well. The bonus ceramic damage could be really nice. Wait. Can I not add that one? Oh, I see how it works. Every single artifact has like a power symbol next to it, so you can have 9 power of artifacts. You could do 3 commons, you could do a rare and a common, or you could do 1 legendary. Honestly, the bouncing projectile seems so overpowered that I'm gonna do the legendary and leave it at that. And as for the current party, you can actually change your party easily by changing the hero. You can see every hero and hero skin has different monkeys and benefits with it. So I'm kind of just gonna look through and see which one looks the best. Honestly, I'm liking this one from Benjamin because you start with a marketplace, which is pretty crazy, and you get Dart Monkey in there. Mighty Mulligan Rare provides 2 artifact selection reward opportunities after beating a reward tile. Okay, so we'll go with this, and let's start. All right, you guys have probably seen the Ninjakiwi teaser videos, but this is what it looks like. It's a tile-based system, and you can travel all the way to there's a boss tile at the very end. So I guess that'll be the goal here. All right, so most of the tiles, there's nothing going on, but I can choose my path. I can go to the right or I can go to the left. At the moment, it's looking like the right is the fastest way to the boss, so I'll do that. And it's clear. Let's get this chest open real quick. Choose a permanent artifact. Spirit of Adventure Rare, Unspoken Heroes Common, Zigzag Common. We've already looked at this one before with the hero end of XP increase and everything. Now this one is support monkeys have a 1 in 10 chance to crit for 250% damage. Hero attack speed and end of round experience is reduced 15%. All military monkeys shoot in a zigzag power. Projectiles shoot 10% slower. Attack speed is 20% faster. I'm gonna go with this one. All right, the first balloon encounter. Fight the balloons to continue earn tokens when you win. Only 10 rounds. Okay, so we have $3,000 to start with. And we can place Benjamin off the start, obviously. I guess we'll get the Dart Monkey in here too. I don't have enough money for the Banana Farm. The Banana Farm is reduced price because it's one of your starter towers, but that is somewhat limited. And what? I wonder what this 4 means on the Dart Monkey as well. I'm a little bit curious. Okay, I guess we can upgrade this to a Spike-a-Bolt early. Spike-a-Bolt is pretty strong on this map. It's also custom rounds. As you can see, this is not the regular round 1 you have. So it's one other thing that needs to be taken into consideration. And it looks like the dart amount that I was talking about earlier, that basically means how long I have to wait for the next Dart Monkey to place. So maybe my strategy was not very good because I can only start with 1 Dart Monkey. In the Banana Farm, I don't have money to start with it either. And obviously Benjamin doesn't pop balloons too. I wanted to play greedy, but it's definitely to my detriment. Maybe close targeting would be a little bit better. No, this is struggling. Okay, I should have started with a crossbow. I'm pretty sure a crossbow start would have been more ideal. What would last targeting look like? Last targeting is definitely more optimal than first though. Yeah, this is much better. Well, hopefully I don't lose on the first tile. That would be pretty upsetting. I am down to 13 lives, which is certainly not what you like to see. I think I'm okay though. At least for this round. Yeah, and then I need to defend 1 more round. I can get a second Dart Monkey down, and I'll be feeling comfortable. Ooh, choose a boost. Okay. Monkey Buccaneer 021. In-game cost 920. Tax Shooter. Support quickening common. I definitely want to get attack shooter here. I need more towers, so we'll select this. I guess right here is a fine attack spot. There isn't really a great attack spot on this map. We'll get it upgraded to a blade shooter as well. And attack's projectiles actually fly outside of the attack shooter's range, so it should be a pretty solid spot, even though the range doesn't really meet much of the track length. So now we have another dart monkey available, but I don't even need more defense right now, unless there's a camo balloon that comes my way or leads, so I'd rather just save it for that farm. Oh, camo balloons this round, never mind. No farm can be placed. We are going to go for a crossbow on our end. Perfect. We got another boost here. We got 210 Druid. Primary Precision Common increases primary monkey's damage by 15%, reduces shot spread 10%, and then we have Military Precision, same thing for military. Honestly, I still feel like more towers is the best way to play this, so I'm going to just do Druid. I'm not going to use my rerolls yet. And I think since the Druid's technically a boost, like it's in a different category, that means I can't use it for every single tile. So it's probably best I save my Druid for a future tile instead of using it right away. Okay, we've got lead balloons here. Now I'm definitely not getting that farm down. No shot, I gotta get Juggernaut here. Now, one question I have, if I sell a dart monkey, does it replenish and I can replace the dart monkey? Let's test. I can't. Oh, that's a problem. Wait, now I don't have lead popping power because I did that. I honestly thought you would be able to. I have to place the Druid then, right? Yeah, that's my only option, okay, to not die here. Choose a boost. We got a portable lake. This one actually seems pretty good. Military towers attack 10% faster and projectiles travel farther versus military towers having 10% more pierce and more range. I think we'll go for this one. Currently, I don't have any military towers in like my arsenal, but I'll probably get some later. And there we go. That's the first tile beat. You've defeated the balloons. Return home to collect your token. Okay, here we go. Tokens are accepted by all merchants. I have 3 of them. So where do I go for the merchants? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I think the merchant area is at the very end, right before the boss fight. Gotcha. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so we've got to go to round 13 this time, and yeah, my suspicions about the boosts were correct. I don't have any boosts I can reuse. Like, the boosts I used last game do not carry over to the next one. So I'm currently questioning my decisioning with the party selection here, as this is definitely not the best group of monkeys, but we'll see if we can make it through, nonetheless. Also, look at the bouncing projectiles with the crossbow shots. This is actually kind of interesting to see. It's bouncing off of the right wall here, and like the top wall and stuff. Very helpful. Okay, we are starting to struggle against the balloons a little bit, but thankfully I need to defend 2 more rounds so I can get a second dart monkey down. I think our plan will be similar to last time. Oh, we get another tower. Definitely want to go for Ace, I think, because we have that artifact to buff military towers. I don't ideally want to use it. We'll save it for later, but Ace is a good pickup. Now my question is, can I bring a farm into here and not die this round? Start making a little bit of farm income? That might be greedy because I had enough money for my sharpshooter. But ideally, since I've got to deal with 13 rounds, a farm will help us out quite a bit. And it looks like we do beat round 5, which means I can get a second dart monkey in round 6, which I certainly will do. This one will be a spike bolt into a Juggernaut. And I feel like if I get that Juggernaut sharpshooter set up, there's not really any balloons that are going to sneak through that. So that's what we're aiming for. Oh, we've got leads here. Okay. I can honestly tank those 2 leads, right? Yeah, it's only going to be like 52 lives. My only other option, if I don't want to tank them, is selling one of my towers to upgrade Juggernaut, but that's not a good decision. And we've got another boost. Okay, support inspiration, support monkeys. No, we don't want that. Military monkeys. No, we don't want that. Probably just add a mer monkey into here, in all honesty. We haven't used our reroll yet, but I still kind of want to save that. All right, now we can get the Juggernaut in here. That's fantastic. And yeah, this map is so good for our artifact because the whole map is surrounded by walls, which means the Juggernaut things just bounce everywhere and don't die. Okay, Tech Bot. We don't want Tech Bot. That's just a quality of life thing. All tower quickening common reduces all monkeys attack and reload 5%, and projectiles travel 10% faster. That's really good. Yeah, we'll definitely go for that. That literally buffs all types of monkeys, and the other one was only for support, and I don't have any support attackers right now. My only support is the farm. And it's honestly looking like this tile was much easier than the other one, just due to the fact that we kind of more experience with the rogue legends at this point, and we have the map that works well with the bounces. But that 13 rounds went by quick. Okay, and then I do get another token from that, which is fantastic. And we also are next to a chest. We get 2 tokens. Okay, let's open this chest. Choose a permanent artifact. Benjamin and Banana Farm slow balloons in a radius by 15%. Benjamin's range is doubled and adds a 101 Banana Farm to your party. That could be a good one. This one buffs the mortars. That's probably not useful as I don't have any mortars in my party. And this one, when a balloon is popped, it explodes, hits up to 2 nearby balloons. Honestly, I'm going to go with the slipped on banana peel one. And our next tile is 16 rounds, 4k starting cash, which actually is quite a bit. And look at the amount of party things I have now. So definitely start with Benjamin in a spot where he can slow down the balloons. And I guess I can start with a farm as well. That actually might be a little bit too greedy though. Do I have enough for a crossbow? I don't. I make some farm income though, which means I should afford this crossbow soon. Yeah, going for that farm definitely was a greedy play. With the crossbow in here though, we can crosspath at 2. Hopefully I'm okay. No, I might actually take my first life loss here. That was way too greedy from me. I'm dead, yeah. So if I die, what happens here is I lose a life. You have 5 lives. Okay, I see. You can technically skip a tile as well to lose 1 life, but I'm just gonna redo it. And take 2, I'm not gonna be as greedy. I'm just gonna get the 0, 2, 3 crossbow off the very start. And we should be solid. Okay, we've got our first glimpse at a Moab here, but I'm pretty sure my just Juggernaut and Sharpshooter combination is going to be more than enough for that. This dangerous duo has just been tearing through these tiles, no issues. So yeah, feeling pretty comfortable. I guess I might as well just use the boosts as they don't carry over. There's no point to not use them, but definitely not a necessity for this tile. So as a reward for beating that, we got 2 more tokens gained. And what's actually really cool is we got like a blast of poppy this thing coming up here. So a mini boss, keep popping the mini boss to reach the goal to earn rewards. And we've got goal at 20, 35, and 50. So I'm assuming this is like a boss rush type of thing, which I'm a little bit worried about because my setup is probably not the best for boss rush as I only have 1 tower. I guess we'll run it with it, you know? And as for the placement of my dart monkey I'm gonna start with, probably just like right around here is a good spot. We'll go to Sharpshooter off the rip. That's gonna be the best boss damage. Oh, and I actually have a boost I can do. Wait, support 10%. No, we'll go with Mermonkey. Or actually, maybe should have used a reroll there. In all honesty, a reroll could have been good. Oh, my Sharpshooter does not reach. So if I back out and go back in, yeah, it does allow me to restart. Okay, so we'll place the Dart Monkey a little bit more to the left. Does that reset the stuff? It doesn't. Okay. Let's actually use our reroll here. I technically don't think Mermonkey would be great against a boss. Alchemist could be pretty good as the Alch buff and stuff would be great. Or actually go Sniper because Elite Defender is fantastic against bosses. And it looks like we're popping the first tier pretty easily. 400 HP is not much. Now, I do need something for cleaning up eventually. Maybe just keep Sniper on first for now. This is definitely my favorite tile yet. You know your boy loves some bossing. Boss Rush is pretty fun game mode too. Haven't played it in a while. We'll upgrade the Sniper a little bit more. We have another Dart Monkey available. So it looks like the Dart Monkey becomes available. I'm assuming after you, the timer of the Dart Monkey is not based on the round. It's based on the boss kills. That's what I was guessing. Marketplace has been bought. Perfect. Oh yeah, farm income though is heavily limited in these boss rush things too. I forgot about that. We're only making $5 per crate. Okay. That's not that much. We'll crosspath it as well though. Yeah, we're definitely not dealing good damage here. I feel like the marketplace was probably a bad decision, in all honesty. Farming in these boss events isn't very efficient. I probably just get better bang for my buck buying more defense to pop the boss faster. Cave Monkey? No. We'll do a reroll here. I'll go with Wizard. Wizard to be decent. Some 5th tier Wizard Monkeys could be pretty solid. We hit the first skull, by the way. A couple rocks on the screen. That's not a problem for us. Soon this will be able to reach. And I'll be able to get double Sharpshooter in here, which would be really good. Come on, double Sharpshooter. Okay, damage is starting to rack up a little bit. What I really did is Crossbow Master. Or Elite Defender, in all honesty. Elite Defender would be great. Okay, it's outside of the range of this one now. We're gonna sell you after the rock's off of it. Semi-auto. Perfect. I'm gonna sell you. Full auto. Nice. And I'm really aiming for that Elite Defender. Okay, what's this? Magic Quickening Tile. Honestly, that's not a bad one because we can upgrade the Wizard later. We'll go with that. I'm fine with Magic Quickening. 20,000 for the Elite Defender. That's the price on it. All right, we are struggling though right now. Holy cow. And we're gonna end up like 20 kills. I definitely can do better than that. I think I'm gonna restart this tile, use 1 heart, and try to get a better time. Because that's honestly kind of sad. And this time around, I'm not gonna waste any money on banana farms. We'll just upgrade the Sniper from the start. Okay, I'm either just trash or my party is bad for bosses because I tried again. I still did not even hit 25, dude. Like, that's kind of sad. I also think Blast Populus is the hardest boss for the boss rush thing, so it definitely goes into it, but yeah. Okay, so for the choosing a permanent artifact, one thing that's actually interesting is you can use coins to reroll again. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but the thing I am gonna do is get Sticky situation common. All primary monkeys deal 1.5x damage to glued balloons. And I guess we'll find a glue gunner in there. And what I'm gonna do here is there's 3 more stages. I'll beat all these stages and I'll meet you guys on the final boss to end the campaign. All right, if I beat this tile, guys, we can go on to the boss afterwards. So let's lock in here on these last couple rounds. That was my first encounter with a BFB, and honestly, did not seem that bad. The Juggernaut has just been a star show in these tile fights, especially when I have the bouncing projectiles legendary, which allows our projectiles to travel farther, thus get more overall bounces. And yeah, we're on round 25 out of 25 now. Let's get one last dart monkey in here, maybe another sharpshooter. BFB incoming. This should get annihilated, and it did. And we're good. And here we go, guys. We've got the boss fight, but before I fight the boss, I do want to spend my tokens inside of the merchant shop. So let's see what's going on here. So here's what the merchant shop looks like. The merchant is about to close one trade only. Select artifacts you want and put up tokens or other artifacts from your inventory. So as you can see here, I have 14 tokens I can spend, and I'm looking at the sticky situation rare. All primary monkeys deal 1.75x damage to glued balloons. Since I only have primary monkeys in my arsenal, I feel like this one could be pretty good, so let's get it. Here's the boss fight. 15 out of 50 rounds. It has all led to this Bloonarius. Let's run it. And we start with 24k. That's actually a lot of cash, a lot more than I would have anticipated. Okay, so we can start with Benjamin pretty easily. We definitely get a farm in here too, which the farm placement does matter because I have an artifact which slows the balloons inside of the range of farms in Benjamin. And then I can only place one tower. That's the problem. And I'm assuming I need to get the top path because I need to pop leads, but I don't have enough for Ultra Juggernaut. I might actually just die. I'll be honest. And Bloonarius comes out immediately. Okay, 30,000 HP. Like, the fact that I can't place another tower right now is really bad. Choosing this Benjamin route could have been a big mistake. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm dead against that Moab. And like, the thing is, how would I play this differently? If I don't place the marketplace, can I afford an Ultra Juggernaut? Well, we lost a life from that. So we're down to 2 lives. I don't have enough to get Crossbow Master, obviously. I wonder if I don't place the farm or Benjamin, can I afford an Ultra Juggernaut? I can't, but I can afford it soon. Okay, I might be able to go for that then. We need camo detection on this though. First. No, I'm not affording the Ultra Juggernaut. I'm literally not. I'm so close though, is the annoying. Dude, look at this. Look at this. I'm so close. Why you gotta do me like this, game? I feel like I chose the worst hero in tower combination for this. All right, I've got 1 life remaining. There's nothing I can do because if I sell this, I can't replace a dart monkey. It doesn't work like that. If I power level Benjamin, that's not going to do anything. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Well then, stage failed. What happens when you fail the stage? Also, one thing I didn't notice at the start is if you beat stage 5, you can unlock the Endless Chimps mode, which would be really cool. I'll showcase that later when the update's actually out. But here's what I'll do then. I'm going to choose a better setup, and I'm going to skip all of the early tiles, and I'll catch you guys on the boss fight, because obviously the Benjamin one I selected was pretty trash. Oh, and one interesting thing, I didn't even know this. Every time you restart, you get a completely new, like, map. So, that's interesting too. Okay, one other thing that's noteworthy about the second run here is that there's actually campfires on the map, which I didn't have the first time, where I can recruit, mentor, or enhance. Now, recruiting definitely would have been helpful for my Benjamin one, as I needed more monkeys in my party. And this time I have the luxury of doing that, so let's add a heli pilot, why not?
1 eternity later.
Alright guys, we are finally back to the boss fight once again. This time it's Dread Balloon on a different map, but still 50 rounds. And look at this, I have 4 monkeys I can place now instead of only 1, so hopefully we don't just die immediately. I gotta think about my defense pretty methodically here. I'm gonna go for a Dragon's Breath with Sada and an Elk buff. This is pretty much the tactic I've been using to beat most of the tiles. So it should be pretty solid. 30,000 HP. It's immune to primary right now, which means all of our stuff can hit it. Might as well use Sada's Leaping Sword. Now, what am I going to do as far as single target damage is concerned with my strategy? I guess something like an Embrittlement could be pretty solid. Add some damage because we have a lot of projectiles with the Dragon's Breath. And since I have Heli in here too, we might as well start working towards a Apache. Apache with Embrittlement's actually probably pretty good single target damage against bosses. And this is a nice setup as well because we've got a lot of different categories hitting Dread Balloon down. Now, one thing I'm noticing is how unbelievably slow Dread Balloon actually is here. That's definitely not the regular speed, right? I know Dread Balloon is slower when you're on the rock layer though, so it should speed up a little bit for the non-rock layer. Yeah, I can see that. Now, I could try to save him straight for the Apache Dart Ship, but one thing I think I am going to do before that is actually get a rubber to gold alchemist, because I most likely need a little bit more income. That's the one thing. Last time I had too much income. I had like 3 banana farm slots and Benjamin, and I didn't have any attacking towers. This time I don't have any banana farms and all attacking towers, so rubber to gold is certainly a good investment. And it's looking like I will hit this first goal sometime soon. We've got 4k on hand right now, so I'm guessing all we need to do is pop the boss before round 50. That's my assumption here, but I don't know. Okay, we got a boost. We just need to do engineer, increase support towers damage by 15%, reduce that. I don't have any support towers placed right now though, so we're gonna do a reroll. And in all honesty, with these options, I think all tower precision increases all monkeys damage 8% and shot spread reduced 5%. That's pretty solid. We'll do that. But yeah, I'm curious. It shows star 1 out of 5 for Dread Balloon, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to deal with 5 different tiers of Dread Balloon in 50 rounds. So I'm assuming I only need to beat tier 1. That's my guess. All right, so we're on military immunity right now. What if we get a summon Phoenix up? That could be a pretty interesting one. One thing I'm kind of curious with the summon Phoenix, let's use the ability. Yeah, the projectiles actually bounce. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I do have the same bouncing projectiles legendary with this setup. So that'll definitely help me out. We can choose another boost here. Honestly, don't want any of these. We'll re-roll. I think Spike Factory would be pretty solid. Spike Factory, we can build that into a Spike Storm. That's a really good option against Dread Balloon. So we'll get that down right here. Now, the one thing about the towers, I kind of forgot to mention this from the start. You might have noticed it as we went. All the prices of things seem pretty ridiculous. And the reason behind that is because you actually get the tower for cheaper than normal. Like a 201 Alchemist normally costs a lot less than $1,260, right? But then after you get the initial placement of the tower, all the future upgrades are more expensive. That's just kind of how it's made. Also, these rock balloons are kind of nuts. Yeah, this is slightly problematic. After I got the one thing up, our damage is too spread. We don't have enough magic damage here. I guess we get an Alch buff for our Razor Rotors. That probably will help out quite a bit. After I got the Phoenix up, we are lacking that. Maybe sell the Phoenix, in all honesty, get Spike Storm. That's probably the play I need to do. Sell the Phoenix here. And Spike Storm should be able to clear out a lot of these rock balloons. Perfect. We actually probably should get White Hot Spikes on this too. Leaping Sword. We're good, we're good. Uh-oh. Heli, move. No way I die there, dude. That's so frustrating. The heli was just so slow. Okay, this time around, right when I hit magic category, instead of waiting for it, I'll sell the wizard off and get that Spike Storm here early. Do I sell this? I don't have enough money for the Spike Storm right now because I ended up going for a double Razor Rotors tactic, which I feel like is not a bad idea, but it's going to delay my Spike Storm a little bit here. Come on, Spike Storm. Perfect, and we'll get the top cross path on it as well. And now I can use the ability. Alright, that ability does pretty solid damage. I actually did not hit the boss much, though. That's fine. Give us some time and we'll get through this magic immunity. And then after we get through magic immunity, we probably just get the Phoenix back up. This is my plan. Yep, there we go. That actually did a lot. Okay. We have one more boost here. Let's re-roll this. Magic Monkey's 14% more Pierce. Honestly, Tack Shooter is pretty solid. We'll go Tack Shooter. Oh, we are locked into the middle path of the Tack Shooter, though, which is probably not the best path I want. Dragon's Breath here. Tack can go right here, and we'll get this up to a overdrive. Perfect. Since I have an embrittlement in the range as well. And how are we looking? Yeah, we should be able to get through the support immunity pretty easily. And I'm guessing we beat this tile after we pop down tier 1 Dread Balloon. There's no way I'm going to have to deal with the other tiers, right? I highly doubt that. Let's get Summon Phoenix in here. Perfect. Phoenix ability. We're looking good. Leaping Sword, 1000 HP left. And there you have it, guys. We have defeated Dread Balloon. Let's get the Alchemist right here. Yep, we're good. Perfect. Congratulations, you beat the goal. You earned your choice of a legendary artifact. Return home and collect the reward. Oh my gosh, look at this. Essence of Dread Balloon. All monkeys count as all categories. Tier 5 monkeys and level 20 heroes deal 1.5x damage to fortified ceramic balloons. That's actually really cool. 501 banana farm for 70,000 or 105 bomb shooter for 13.6k. Honestly, since I've got a lot of towers, I think going for the banana farm is probably the correct play. And then lastly, after you beat, there's an artifact extraction thing. Select an artifact to send home before you start the next stage. This will give you a permanent copy of the artifact to take into future campaigns, but you won't have it for the remainder of your current campaign. Oh, interesting. So it's not for the current one, it's for future ones. Homebrew Alchemy Common. Alchemist reload time is cut 1 in 20 chance of a critical shot. Adds a 1/0 at 1 alchemist. Gatling gun common. Main attack damage of monkeys is reduced, but attack reload time is reduced as well. Starting strong. Probably homebrew alchemist, I think, is probably the best one. So we'll extract this. And there's actually some stats too after stage 1 completion. Okay, it looks like the stats are probably bugged right now. It's developer build, so not everything is completely ready. And yeah, I think we're gonna end the video there. Stage 2, it looks very similar to stage 1. I'm assuming for stage 2, you need to beat 2 tiers of the boss. Stage 3, 3 tiers. So on and so forth would be my guess. But let me know your thoughts down below on this Rogue Legends thing. I'm gonna have a lot of fun beating these campaigns and videos, trying out challenges with it. There's so much opportunity for content. And as always, if you're gonna get the Rogue Legends DLC as well, don't forget to use code MAHALIKPOPS in the BT6 item shop. Thank you for your support. I'm Mike out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.